But till that point, also you were going very strong with your, profile in terms of corporate. So taking a leap, where did that hustle really begin for you? Like when you identified that marketing is not the answer, what was the next thing that then kind of shined on?
Yes. So I'm always driven for making a big difference in the world. Okay. And when at some point of time I realized that whatever I'm doing in marketing is not going to make a magical difference. So Dr. Goldratt, for those who are familiar, was one of the world's best known business gurus. Okay. And his work is unconventional and completely transformational. I got to know that he's coming to Delhi, into Gurgaon, to give a talk. Okay. This is 2008. Okay. And he was launching a new book called The Choice. Okay. I managed to get into the venue. In the venue, there were around 500 people sitting, and I was at the last completely. Dr. Goldratt was talking to them, and there was no way I could have spoken to him. There was no way I was visible to him at all. But what I started to notice was that he was getting very irritated with the crowd.
Okay.
Because the level of questions that were being thrown at him were very banal and very, very basic. And the people had no idea whom they were really talking to. And sensing that, at some point of time, I raised my hand in a moment of silence, and he noticed me. I'm surprised how he noticed me, but he did. Okay. And he asked me to ask the question. So instead of questioning him, I asked him, "You've done so much for me and the world. What can I do for you?" There was stunned silence after that. Changed the tonality of that event. Okay. People began to realize that who are they really listening to? Okay. And he got his flair back in that moment, and he, delivered a great talk to us.
Right.
Then he drew me aside. Okay. Took my book which I had bought, which the choice which he had, and he signed it with his email.
Wow.
Okay. And which was, he rarely used to give his email to anybody other than his very, very close circle. And he literally mentored me into dropping whatever I was doing and jumping full on into this domain of theory of constraints, which was transformational work at a business level.
So what did theory of constraint tell you about yourself? What was that finding? One piece which stood out for you?
So one, I realized that the way I have been thinking about how businesses should be run, or how people should think about themselves as well as the business, theory of constraints was saying exactly that. I just did not have the words for it.
Right.
I usually used to stand out like a sore thumb because of my unconventional ideas and thoughts on how to do things.
Yeah.
With theory of constraints, I was completely at home because this whole work was about unconventionality, breaking the norms.
Right.
Doing what is common sense, but it is that common sense is not common enough.
Truly.
Yeah.